Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Step, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And the 49er first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Let's go to work, y'all. Let's go to work.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
14, Seahawks 8. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 24.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down,
a big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 26. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. On first and goal, Gurley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 40. Jakeem Grant. He will take this all the way.
San Francisco.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Second and 10 now, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
There's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
They run. It's Gurley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 49-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Wilson. He'll try to set up the screen. It's complete.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Seahawks first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Wiggles free. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. And this is caught off a deflection. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now that's the defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the 49ers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.